Now batting, catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
To third. Perry has it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Arizona Diamondbacks. And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot.
Third baseman number 13, Brandon Perry.
Skied into straightaway right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple, and it's 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Indians rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Luis Machado is the winning pitcher of record, so that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac. So with a runner in scoring position at second base and 1 away in the inning, it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here.
Now batting, first baseman, Brandon Perry.
Takes a knee-high fastball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Cody Allen is out from the bullpen now.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark.
So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brandon.
Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. Hit hard to third, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Man, you smoked that thing. Now, boy,
Obvious
good
pitch
job.
recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive.
Now batting, shortstop.
6-3 the final score today. Cleveland wrote an important sixth inning to victory. And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brandon.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Pitch on the way. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Two and 1 to the Indians' first baseman. The 2-1. Takes this the other way to right. Calhoun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Tribe took the lead. So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Third baseman number 13, Brandon Perry.
And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
3-0 to him now. 3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike one. The 3-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Burns is there. One down. A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Dodgers came through late, taking the lead. So with 2 away, we'll see him move to a pinch hitter as he'll go to work to try and drive in that run from second.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brandon. Perry.
And a ball, 1-0. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Now it's 2-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. The 2-1 home doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Liner toward right center.
Look.
And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run is also in, and with it they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers.
Pinch for the Indians, number 9.
6-4 the outcome today. Cleveland jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
Up. Next for Cleveland, first baseman, Brandon.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Go!
And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Number 22, John Begley.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Milwaukee came through So a big spot here. Bases are loaded with 2 away, and it would appear that we're going to see a pinch hitter come on now.
Matt Barnes takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Puig. Bradley Zimmer is into the ball game now. And the score finishes 4-1 today. Los Angeles jumped out to... And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Tribe, designated hitter.
In there, and it's 0-1. A ball and a strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that'll be a base hit, so it's a pinch hit single here to get him started in the home half of inning number 8. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Indians, number 9. Leading off for the Tribe.
Into the box now, Brandon Perry. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Missed with a breaking ball. One and two now. The 1-2. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player.
Walk-off Tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Carter Capps gets the W on the mound, so that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
So with runners at the corners here and 2 gone, it looks like they'll make a move to the bench, and we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now.
Third baseman number 13, Brandon Perry.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. One and one. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line, out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Grounded to third. Rutledge has it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indian Strand, and tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Indians jumped out. And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brandon Perry.
And that misses for ball 1. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
3-0 now. Perry, just a 19-year-old. He was selected in the 23rd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Eric Gonzalez.
Number 9. Eric Gonzalez. Leading off for the Rockies, second baseman, Ian.
Turned on down the line. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nope.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Devin Mesoraco.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Harrison's got it, and there are 2 away now. Roberto Perez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Roberto Perez.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6. And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Leading off for the Indians, center fielder, Brandon Perry.
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. The count now at 2-1.
Go hard,
Hit
go
out
hard,
towards
go hard,
second.
go hard.
To his right, Asuaje. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Bradley Zimmer is into the ball game now. 9-7, the final score in this ball game. Cleveland used a nice 5th inning to take. So a move for a pinch hitter as he'll come on to hit with runners at first and second and still only one out.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Perry.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Alonso at second. Encarnacion is over at first with one away. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Two and one to the Indians' first baseman.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Shot toward right center. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him.
All right, ease up, ease up.
Alonso is digging for home. And a relay home. And he can't hang on to the ball here at home plate.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is.
Pinch hitting for the Indians, number 9, Eric Gonzalez.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top. So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Third baseman, number 13, Brandon Perry.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. Now the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Santana on at first, nobody out. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Cleveland Indians led this game from the And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
The right fielder, number 13, Brandon Perry.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Four runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Cesar Guerrero is into the game. 5-2 the final today. Cleveland wrote an important. And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on. With runners at first and third, and still only one gone.
Perry.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Runner goes. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
Now a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate, and that'll go down as a very important out number 2. This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Cleveland get the win. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Brandon Perry.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Segura is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Josh Begley is going to grab it back. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result. And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning. Brett Gardner is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-1.
Come on,
This
come on,
one's
get
down
it,
to
get it.
third. Fontana right there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. David Christensen is on to pitch out. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Luis. And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Left fielder, Brandon Perry.
Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball. The 1-1 home. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Starting to. Cesar Guerrero is into the ball game now. 8-3 tonight. The Royals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder, Brandon Perry.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Zimmer, base runner at first with one out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Eric Gonzalez.
Pinch hitting for the Indians, number 9, Eric Gonzalez.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The San Diego Padres jumped out. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now at the plate, Brandon Perry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Brandon Perry.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Low with the splitter, ball one. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hard hit at third. Right to him. The Dozier for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Striding in once again, Brandon Perry.
Third baseman, Brandon Perry.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Polanco fields it cleanly, and that's the second out. Digging in once again, Brandon Perry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And he takes ball one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Ottavino is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that could cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in and looking for more. Ty Staples. He singled his last time up.
Ty Staples.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. On the ground to third. Perry loves it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they go down without a whimper. Ready once again, Brandon Perry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Lindor leads off second with nobody out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. 6-4 the outcome today. The Tribe took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Carlos Carrasco gets the win.
A player receives input from a coach.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set. Ronaldo Lopez will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, just like batters go into slump, pitchers go into slumps too. This guy really struggled in his last one. He took the loss and wasn't able to get out of the 3rd inning. Hopefully he can flip that mojo around in this one.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2.
Up next for Chicago, Omar Narvaez is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Perry. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive base hit.
Down.
Long throw to third. And he's safe. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Brandon Perry has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world. First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive.
But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third. Digging in to try it again, Brandon Perry. He singled his last time up.
Perry.
He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Fastball that misses.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice pitch.
The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Another full count pitch on its way. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put it. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. He also has 1 home run.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old...
In now for Cleveland, Brandon Perry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Don't want to forget about it. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And it's fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
High in the air out to center field. Tilson has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. And the score finishes 4-1 today. Cleveland jumped out to an early.
A rookie major leaguer gets a small taste of the national media spotlight. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
We're set for Sunday afternoon baseball from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. It's Indians baseball, and it comes your way next. Carlos Carrasco, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, Carlos Carrasco, power arm, big-time slider, great velocity, 94 to 96 miles an hour, but the powerhouse slider is his signature pitch. Has a changeup, but if he has that good slider, he could be really, really tough to hit.
Now at the plate, Brandon Perry. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Brandon Perry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle. Yeah, watch your...
Ready for another chance? Brandon Perry. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. To short. Right to Iglesias. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Brandon Perry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a dive, but he's back in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Naquin leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1. Digging in once again, Brandon Perry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Macbeth is after it. And that's the second out of the inning. 7-5 how today's comes to an end. The Cleveland Indians jumped out to an early lead. We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Striding in for the Indians, Brandon Perry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way.
Come on, D, come
the
on.
hole. Forsythe dives and makes the stop. Hey now. Digging in to try it again, Matt Caesar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Down the third baseline. Perry is there. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brandon Perry. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is low, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher.
Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Perry. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
And that's the third out. Ready once again, Brandon Perry. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
A ball and a strike. And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner will get back standing. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Naquin, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Very weakly on the ground.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Paul Goldschmidt will come on to pinch hit now. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Detroit Rock. Now at the plate, Brandon Perry, 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Perry.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Castellanos is over near the stands as he makes the catch. Ready for another chance, Brandon Perry. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that.
Now batting, catcher. Leading off for the Tigers, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brandon Perry. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And he will make the running catch here deep into the corner. Not an easy play by any stretch, and that's the first out. Ready for another shot now, Brandon Perry. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball two.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line.
Find the ball, find
nearly
the ball.
a three-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball three.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
The batter, catcher.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Rounded down the third baseline. Perry ranges to his right. Throw on to first will be in time, and now the Tigers are down to their final out.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out, and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Cleveland led this game from the third inning on. Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it comes your... Mike Leake gets the starting nod for the M's. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s...
And the throw is in time to get him to... Now in the box, Brandon Perry. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Perry.
Leake pauses. Here's the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Two balls and no strikes.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Now the 2-0 home. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Now the 2-1 pitch. A little tapper. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Now at the plate, Brandon Perry. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Harper has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. In now for Cleveland, Brandon Perry. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Line drive to center field. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Now batting.
3-2 to finish in tonight's game. The Indians used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
A player is encouraged to keep developing his complementary skills.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Mike Clevenger gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2, he's able to...
Up next for Chicago, Jack McHenry. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Now a bunt attempt here. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. Stepping up now, Brandon Perry. And the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. First pitch coming, here it is. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the way this team has been playing, to put that 4 spot up in the top of the first inning, that is a godsend right now. They need this pitch.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Ready now for the White Sox, Jack McHenry.
Jack McHenry.
Here's the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Standing in, Brandon Perry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah.
Up next for Cleveland, captain.
Stepping in, Brandon Perry. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Digging in, Jack McHenry. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to third. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third. Now batting, Brandon Perry. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. Soft liner to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Left ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than.
The batter, captain.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. Cleveland jumped out to an We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champ. Danny Duffy will be the starter for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Right fielder.
So coming to the plate, Colby Rasmus, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now. Sharp ground ball to third. There's Harrison for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning. In now, Brandon Perry. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Brandon Perry.
Here's the first pitch to him. Smoke toward the hole. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
So striding forward now, Francisco.
Catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Perry. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Brandon Perry.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Rasmus is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Striding into the box, Brandon Perry. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Perry.
From the stretch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double.
Now batting.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Colby Rasmus. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Perry ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. 5-2 the final score tonight. The Kansas City Royals led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
A player's agent calls to touch base. A manager addresses his team about their recent slump.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week. Now to the plate, Brandon Perry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone! And good for him. Brandon Perry just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these have hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Digging in, Martin Powell, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
No runner, hold it right there.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Perry. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Naquin is off at first with 2 away. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble.
Now batting, left fielder, Ben Gamble.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Perry is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Into the box now, Brandon Perry. He singled his last time up.
Brandon Perry.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Hit to short. Keenan is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Brandon Perry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Dero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak, but that's behind them now. Now they can play a little bit freer.
A newcomer to the big leagues is interviewed about a milestone moment in his young career.
We're set for Sunday afternoon baseball from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series. Digging in, Brandon Perry. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming, here it is. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about it.
So digging in now, Brandon Perry, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So stepping in, Brandon Perry. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. And he falls behind 0-2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped him up. McDonald is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Daniel Robertson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Scorched to 3rd. And there's out number 2. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Cleveland Indians led this game from the 3rd inning on and never earns his 8th victory of the season.
A coach admonishes a hitter about pitch selection. A player who lacks plate discipline will likely get dismantled by top-notch major league pitching.